This is NewHampshireTrackandField.com, powered by Runners Alley, coming at you from the Seacoast Championships at Exeter High. We are here with Harrison Flagg of Portsmouth, who is the Discus champion today for the boys' side. He threw an unofficial mark of 127.8. Harrison, tell us about your goals today.
So I came in today throwing javelin, disc, and pole vault, which I've taken up very recently. I was seeded second for discus and was really hoping to win. I've been trying to get over 130, which I've still come just shy of. But I'm glad it ended the way it did. It was good competition. It was good all around. Pole vault, not so lucky, but you know, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah. What's your current PR? If you're trying to get up over 130, are you close?
I've been hitting 127 and have not gotten over 127.
Oh.
I hit 127.4 the other day, 127.8, 127.6. I've just been
at least
all over 127.
Yeah. Out of all those events that you did, do you have a favorite?
I've definitely been doing discus the longest. I did it as a freshman, and that was something that I picked up completely randomly and ended up setting the freshman record, which was cool.
All right, yeah.
Then the sophomore record, then I think the junior record this year. But I absolutely love discus, just because, you know, I don't know, kind of saved me from doing no sport when I was a freshman, so that was cool.
Cool. And you mentioned that the competition today, how does that work with throwing, I guess? I'm a runner, and obviously there's people right there next to you pushing you. How does it push you throwing?
So with throwing, the inches are the same way as milliseconds in running. So currently for standings on the battle notes for Division 2, I'm 6th, and the person above me is like 2 inches ahead of me, then the person above them is like 3 inches ahead of me. So it's all so close, and especially with discus, one thing can mess up the entire throw. So there are people who can come in who have thrown 140 and they'll fault every time, or they can come in throwing 100 and then all of a sudden throw 150 just because something clicks. So it's one of the more spontaneous events that I've seen, discus specifically.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Does it kind of, when you know there's other good throwers around in that meet, does it kind of just increase the focus?
You know, I don't know, because at the Merrimack meet, that was definitely the most competitive meet this year. Everyone was throwing over 120 that made it to finals, and it was just a huge cluster of talent. So that was like, I mean, half of discus is mental, and I'm sure it goes for running the same way. But if you're not, like, if your head's out of the game and you're intimidated by a whole bunch of people around you, or you do a bad throw. I know I had a throw that was easily over 130 that I sectored, so it went out of bounds, and that just stuck with me for the rest of the, like, 2 more throws or whatever. So, you know.
So you said you had that one bad throw that kind of threw you off slightly. Were there any other challenges today?
You know, not really. I already qualified for state, so it wasn't on my mind as much.
Right, yeah.
More pole vault. Did not qualify for states, but that's all right. But I kind of just went into it more relaxed and I wanted to win, but I know that I have states after it, so if I didn't, I would live.
So speaking of states, any goals going into that?
I would love to win states. That would be, I'm sure that's everyone's goal, to win states. But it's so close this year. I know there's one guy who's way above everyone else, but you never know what can happen. Because last year during states it was like 98 degrees, so the metal discs were like frying pans.
Oh, yeah.
So everyone threw like 10 or 15 feet lower than they normally were throwing. So I would love to win. That's the short answer. I really want to win.
Cool. Taking the talk away from this for a bit, if you could be any sandwich, what would it be and why?
You know, I would have to go with a buffalo bomb from Honey Ham and subs, in Portsmouth, because, you know, it's spicy. I'm a little spicy. It's different. It's delicious. I'd like to think those qualities describe me as well. So, you know.
Girls and boys 3,200 meter runners will be checking in on the infield. Girls and boys 3,200.
What is it?
Well, it's buffalo chicken.
Just like a buffalo chicken sandwich.
It's got some blue cheese in there. It's got some lettuce, some provolone on Italian bread.
All right.
Oh, stellar.
All right. Cool. Anyone you want to give a shout out to before we end here?
I would love to give a shout out to my lovely parents because they sit through these things sometimes, and it boggles my mind that they have the patience, because I barely have the patience. So
All right.
go them, and my coaches are also the most incredible people in the world. Shout out to the lifers and Eddie French.
All right, cool. Perfect. Well, nice to meet you today, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.